Man, I can't deny. There's one thing that I miss about high school. It's being in the weld shop because, goddamn, my senior year was so much fun. And I also realized this. I look at myself, which is not the camera, so I look like I'm looking to the side when I'm trying not to. So I'm gonna try to flip the camera over and make it look at least a little bit better. But I don't know which camera it looks at because there's two cameras. So, one of the major things of the weld shop that I made before I left, well, not before I left, but one of the major things that I made was my license plate mount, which does use my factory tow hook position, so I can't run a tow hook necessarily, but I have a front license plate, so California state law can't pull me over. I have my front license plate, which is why I have this one on the Celica on the side, because I like that look. Preferably I'd want to be on the other side, but they didn't have that bracket in stock, so it's whatever. Excuse me. But one of the major things that I did make and design and print before I left was spoiler mounts. Spoiler alert, they're not that good quality. However, they are steel, which does mean pitting because of rust. And I didn't paint them before. I just left them with the glass beading kind of powdery texture, which did protect it a fair bit. It's just the actual brackets had a lot of pitting beforehand before we cut it. So, it's okay. I made 3 different heights. So I have on the car right now, I have a short one, and I made these other ones. These really tall ones, goddamn that voice crack, were my first iteration. I don't think I would ever run these because, well, for one, it's not, look at the waviness. For another, it's not even. And I don't know if you see that, but that is, I want to say, 1/8 of an inch worth of material. This one came out fine. I don't know what the fuck happened with this one. I think I tried sanding it down or grinding it down for some reason, but obviously it didn't end up working. But this was the first iteration. And the next iteration were these ones. They are a little bit taller than the ones on the car, but they are still shorter than these ones. By these ones, I mean the taller ones. It did fix the issue of the really high hole positions. Oh yeah, I remember now why. I remember now why I sanded it down a little bit. It was because the actual adjusters that go into these holes, they're a little bit off because the sheet was concaved in a way on the cutter, so that's why these were cut. I have 2 other sets of brackets, so I have so I have the 3 brackets, 2 sets of holders, but only 1 set of bottom mounts, I mean. But that's okay, because I still have yet to fab up a wing. I made these way back in May. It is December. Granted, I have been busy with life, and I don't have the time to kind of fab it up, nor would I on the Mazda. These were never made for the Mazda to begin with. I made them specifically for another car. Did I know which car? No. I just was like, you know what, let's make these for a car, and let's put it on eventually. And now that the Celica and Forza that I have has wings like this, might as well. So I have used this black spray paint, not this one, to paint only one of the brackets. One of the things that I made sure was for these to be directional. This has to be on this side because visually it looks better to have it poke inwards. Same thing with this one. I only painted this one because I didn't know if I was going to go with black or with the blue, which I'm actually going to bring out these ones each to show just the staggering height difference. Keep in mind, these are the shortest ones, and where's a measuring tape? I just had one. Here's one. These are the shortest ones, and they measure in at about 8 inches tall. This one's 9, and the biggest one is about 11 and a half. So, that right there is just the staggering height difference. And then it becomes even more interesting when we bring this bad boy into the mix. This is still structurally like stable though. Right now it is set, the top is 10.5 from inner edge to outer edge, and 10 from inner and outer, and about 6 inches from the back. And if you can just imagine a wing on it, it doesn't look half bad. If only my trunk lid was perfectly flat, or even closed properly, I think this would look a lot better. It's just, right now, it is on the highest setting, so most aggressive downforce, but even when it's put down, it should still provide a little bit of downforce depending on how I make the wing. It's just I haven't been able to design one because I don't understand aerodynamics enough, nor do I have a kind of wind tunnel way to test it. But a wing is probably gonna get on this, and I designed this off of an NRG wing, which is why I love these, because I didn't spend money on these. These were 20 bucks for all of them, for all 3 sets and the extra mounts. I just wish I made the wing, or at least I had another year, because I lost 2 years of high school, but you know, these are still really cool.